look back on your life and realize one small moment, one decision you didn't even choose, quietly shaped everything. Not the big goals, not the big prayers, not even the big plans, but a small compromise, a small detour. This isn't what I wanted, but I'll try it anyway. Because for me, TW3, coaching, business, music, podcasting, might all trace back to one simple thing. I wanted a trumpet, but I got a trombone. And that right there might have changed my entire life.
Protein is now at Starbucks, and it's never tasted so good. Try our all-new caramel protein lattes with up to 31 grams of protein and options with no added sugar.
Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.
Level up your drink at Starbucks.
2, 3.
Intense workouts push you to your limits. But what if your gear powered you to push past them? Lululemon's hardworking training gear can get you there. You need ultra breathability that vents heat fast, tough fabrics that stand up to wear and tear, support that stays locked in even when your legs shake. Explore Lululemon training gear in-store or online at lululemon.com.
And 10.
You're listening to TerryWilson3.com. TerryWilson3.com. Inspiring, informative, and entertaining content for the entrepreneur and small business owner.
What's up, my friends? Welcome back. If you're a business owner, entrepreneur, leader, or someone building something that matters, you are in the right place. Today's episode is personal. It's musical, it's spiritual, it's psychological, and it's deeply practical for your business and your future. This is the story of how I didn't get what I wanted and how that ended up giving me exactly everything I needed and what I have today. Back in the 80s, I was just a kid growing up in Rutherfordton, North Carolina, and I went to a concert down in Gaffney, South Carolina, about 30 minutes away from where I was raised. And I went to a concert that literally changed me. The artist, Phil Driscoll. Now, if you don't know Phil Driscoll, let me give you just some context here. Phil played trumpet for Joe Cocker. He performed for presidents like President Clinton. He became one of the most recognizable Christian artists in the 80s and 90s. But what made Phil special wasn't just his resume. It was his sound. That raspy, blues-soaked Joe Cocker-style voice. That trumpet tone that felt like it could crack glass and hit notes so high you'd swear only dogs could hear them. He didn't just play trumpet, he preached through it. When I saw him live, something clicked inside of me. I didn't say, I want to be famous. I didn't say, I want to be on stage. I said something much simpler. I want to play trumpet. And I want to play that instrument right there. I knew I was going into junior high. I knew band was coming up. So I went home and I asked my mother for a trumpet. And so weeks go by. One day she comes home, smiling, excited, with a brass instrument from a local pawn shop. And I look at it, and all I thought, this is the weirdest looking trumpet I have ever seen. It was bigger, longer, had a slide, no valves. A slide? Yes, my mother bought me a trombone. Now let's be real, I was disappointed. I didn't want a trombone. I wanted what Phil had. I wanted valves. I wanted that trumpet. I wanted to hit those high notes. But here's what my mom said. Just learn this until we can save for a trumpet. at least you won't miss out on band tryouts. And at least you can get started now. And that right there was the first lesson. Progress beats preference. Not what you want, what you can do right now. So I agreed. I picked up the trombone, not because I loved it, but because I didn't want to miss out on my shot of being in band and at least getting started. Now, here's where it gets very interesting. My band director was a trumpet player, and not just any trumpet player. This man could make the trumpet sing. He had this crazy ability that you could name any trumpet player, anyone, Doc Severson, Phil Driscoll, Louis Armstrong, anybody, and he could impersonate them. Tone, style, vibrato, feel, he could do it all. Made his horn sound just like theirs. It was like watching a human jukebox with brass. So while I was holding a trombone, my heart still leaned, yearned, and wanted the trumpet. And then one day, he changed, that is my band director, changed everything. He handed me a cassette tape. Yes, a tape, kids. They used to have them. He said, "Listen to this." And that tape introduced me to a band that would literally rewire my musical DNA. The band was Chicago, a rock band with horns. Not background horns, not flavor horns, but front and center, lead line, signature sounding horns. And on trombone, a man named James Pankow.
So just a stop.
If you're a brass player, that name carries some weight. Pankow wasn't just a trombone player. He was the horn arranger, the writer of many of their iconic horn parts and songs, the architect of that massive Chicago horn sound. Those lines weren't random. They were intentional. They were layered. They were strategic. They weren't just notes. They were structure that literally was the architecture of the entire song. They were business before I knew business, systems before I ever taught systems. When I heard those arrangements, I stopped wishing I had a trumpet. I started realizing this trombone has a voice. And that's when the Detour became Destiny. From a psychological standpoint, this matters. There's a concept called adaptive flexibility. People who succeed long-term aren't the ones who get everything they want. They're the ones who extract value from what they get. They don't wait for perfect. They work with available. They don't quit because it's not ideal. They grow because it's real. Their brain rewards momentum, not intention, not wishing, movement. That trombone kept me moving, and movement creates identity. I play brass, not I wish I played trumpet. From a theological perspective, this is all over Scripture. Moses didn't get a sword, he had a staff. David didn't get armor, he had a sling. Jesus didn't multiply a warehouse, he multiplied what was in a boy's lunch. God rarely starts with what you want. He starts with what you have to use. Because obedience beats optimization, God blesses movement, not excuses. That trombone wasn't my dream instrument, but it was the instrument for my obedience. Now, let me talk to my entrepreneurs and business owners out there. This is business gold. Most people stall waiting for the perfect offer, the perfect timing, the perfect capital, the perfect tech stack. But winners work with what's available. That trombone led me to music retail, wholesale, distribution, becoming a musician who got to record, produce music, arrange music, train, teach, and now even podcasting. TW3 didn't start with software, it started with skill. Detours built depth. Depth builds differentiation. Differentiation builds dominance. You don't need perfect. You need practice. Here's the big takeaway. Your destiny is often hiding inside your disappointment. Not in what you wanted, but in what you accepted. That pawn shop trombone might be why I can teach, communicate, structure, arrange, lead, coach, build systems, build people. If I had waited on a trumpet, I might have missed the timing. And timing matters more than tools. So here's my question for you. What's the trombone in your life? What thing did you not want, but you're holding anyway? What door did you wish was different, but it opens? Don't despise it. Develop it. Because God might be building something bigger than your preference. And your breakthrough might be hiding inside your compromise. Listen, if this episode hit you, share it with another entrepreneur who's frustrated with a detour. Because sometimes when you don't get the trumpet, you get the platform.
Because he lived, I can face tomorrow. Oh, because he lives, all my fears were they're gone. Oh, I know they're gone. Because I know what I really, really know, who holds my future. Oh, Jesus has made my life worth living.
Hello.
Yeah, can I speak to Bill, please?
You're talking to who's this?
Hey, Bill, this is Terry Wilson. You sent me a email earlier today.
Yeah, I did just a couple hours ago. Yeah, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great. Great to talk to you again.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's been a while. I think it was at a NAMM show, right?
Yeah, we were at the Elisa's booth, and man, you cracked me up. I said, I went all fanboy on you. I am your biggest fan, and you responded, well, you're the one.
Yeah, exactly. You're the one.
Oh, you're the one.
Record company said one guy heard it. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, there should be a lot.